I stare at my monitor squinting. Eye strain? Maybe. Do I need to update my prescription? I take off my glasses and rub my eyes before trying again. Nope. I read it right the first 3 times. Candyman. A hippo? I'm really gonna need you to provide references on that. I can't find anything. Letting out an exhausted breath, I fully admit that I am terrible at customer service. I hate telling people no. What if they don't want to hire me anymore? I can't lose customers. And there are a lot of NSFW artists out there trying to make a living. Gotta make the money, gotta pay the bills, and gotta keep people from knowing who I am. Getting doxxed is not an option, so I do as much as I can to keep my real and graphic design identities separate, so no one knows the real me, just the online persona I made up for selling art. Fox up. Yes, a hippopotamus. You're the artist. You should have lots of references to look at. I'm paying you for the art, so you can find the references. I run my hands down my face, taking another deep breath and letting it out slowly. This is just one of the reasons I work online only. I have never been able to school my facial features well enough to talk to people in person. Candyman. Yes, I can understand that, but none of my files or searches have come up with anything. Since it's your commission, I just need you to give me a better image to work with. I can't afford to lose clients, even when they're incredibly picky and have rather unique tastes. Don't get me wrong, most of my clients and commissioners are amazing people. They have things they like or don't like. They work with me to get their art done, and they're chill. If I was not a complete shut-in, I would probably consider some of them friends. But that involves leaving my house, which is just not going to happen. In today's digital world, I can have my groceries delivered and do all my banking online. So other than a quick walk down to the mailbox and sitting out on the back porch in the evenings, I rarely have to leave my cozy little house. Plus, I enjoy being inside. It has everything I need. I shake my head to clear my mind and try to tune back into the long rant scrolling down my screen. I could do with one less client. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But if word gets out that I'm dropping clients, especially if it's assumed as a kink-shaming issue, who knows what could happen. But I'm tempted to risk it if this person doesn't stop soon. I barely bother skimming through the tirade. It's all written down, and if it's important, I can come back to it later. For now, I need to move or something before I let loose on someone who probably doesn't deserve it. Probably. Maybe? Candyman. Okay. Yeah, no. I'll check again. And you can always make 3 changes to the final image if you don't like how it comes out. Now, do you want me to add a knot to that dick, or just the standard hippo? I'm trying not to come off as sarcastic, mostly due to frustration, but clearly, I'm not keeping it as well hidden as I had hoped, judging by the angry reply. Fox up. Of course I don't want a knot. I told you. Hippopotamus! Hippos don't have knots. Candyman. All right, well, if you can make sure you have all the other commission information in the message you send me, as well as a valid email address, I'll get a rough sketch drawn up and send that with an invoice. Once the invoice is taken care of and the sketch is approved, I can start working on a more solid pencil sketch.
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.